What's going on, y'all? It's your man Smash. I just want to come to y'all real quick and talk to you about the death of Kayle Hottle. I'm telling you guys, we lost a generational performer with this one. I'm serious, and I'm not being hyperbolic, bro. I'm serious, bro. Kayle played Gia in Godzilla X Kong 1 and 2. She was the young Iwi girl who was the last of her kind until the second one where we found the rest of her people. And I'm telling you guys straight up, she was the heart and soul of that movie, even more so than Kong. She single handedly saved the Earth. So many different species, because of what she did in those movies. Jokes aside, I'm not even gonna attempt at humor. I I appreciate. I have high respect for what that film really tried to do in doing something different by getting an actual deaf person in there and weaving her disability, her her situation. I don't know, whatever. Her situation into her character, where she had her only means of real communication to Kong, aside from like the soul, the the the, the spiritual feeling they had, was literal sign language that Eileen was teaching him, but Gia also that's how she was communicating to him. And then when he finally signed home and showed that he was capable of deeper learning, like he was just resistant to her, to Eileen, but he was always listening to Gia. And their connection, their silent but obvious and loud connection displayed throughout the movies, I think, I believe, was the heart and soul of that film, where we were able to show how we can communicate effectively without words in a different kind of language, through sign and through being, general expression. I mean, this goes back to the Chaplin days of silent film and silent and nonverbal expression. I mean, it's one of our most basic means of, I forgot what the term was, but basically, like show don't tell, where you're literally not saying anything and you're just using expression. Where when she was on screen, you had to pay attention and slow down and look at what she's saying. You could take out the subtitles and still understand completely what was going on. I don't know sign for anything, and I knew exactly what they were both feeling because of the expressions that they were giving. That she was crying as she was signing to Kong to get back up. You have to get back into the fight. Save Godzilla. You're my best friend. Where she had the little doll, the effigy, or that she had. I mean, I I thought her performance was beautiful, especially at such a young age, to have what was essentially a demanding role to portray that. I commend her for it. I thought it was beautiful, to be honest with you. And I saw her more as the driving force of that film, especially the first movie, more than Kong himself, because Kong was always more of a emotionally balanced character. He, aside from in the original film where he was more of the monster, over time his character developed into more of a romantic. Like even in the original, he was still a bit of a romantic in his own archaic way and primal way, as he was chasing Faye. But no, didn't mean to rhyme. But he's still, the point that he developed into a more emotional and romantic character. And you see that in the '76 film, and the Peter Jackson film, but especially in this movie, where he's a deeply troubled character born out of strife. His parents died literally giving him life. And then comes he's been fighting his entire life, and then comes and he's met people throughout his life, but then now here comes this one person who he truly connects with, and he has to do it on a deeper level than just communication. No, like he doesn't connect with people, but this little girl was able to break through that, and I just see it, and it was just like, oh my God, man, I can't believe what happened to her, because she was such a well written character, and Kaylee's performance, I thought was really the driving force behind the writing, and how they wove that into the whole story. It's highly unfortunate what happened. I'm sorry if you hear all that other stuff going on in the background, but it's tragic what happened to her, and my heart goes out to her family. What I was gonna if you've read the novelization, which gives you a bit more detail into her life prior to the events of the first movie, like the Godzilla X Kong, you understand that she saw the death of her people from that storm in the Hollow Earth. I mean, not in the Hollow Earth, I'm sorry, Skull Island. And she saw the death of everyone she knew, her caregiver, her whole tribe, just wiped out by the storm, and Kong was the one that saved her for whatever the reason. He found her in the midst of that storm before Monarch got to him, and then Eileen adopted her and then took her in. It's just like, it's a beautiful story, honestly, of the last survivors of two different races coming together who once shared land, a home, and now they come together and have to survive, and they're the only two that really trust each other. She Gia trusted Eileen like as her mother, but like, that's Kong, man. So it's highly unfortunate. I feel like she really had a career ahead of her, outside of the MonsterVerse. I don't want to think of the MonsterVerse without her. I really don't. Going forward, any story with Kong going forward is just gonna, it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same at all. I don't even want to think about what's gonna happen in Supernova, because I know damn well that she's gonna have some sort of cameo. I just don't want to think about it, bro. Because that comes out next year. And, there better be a rest in peace tied to that. For her and Sam Neill, bro, because I know you got, bro, she's going to be in that movie. They're just probably just keeping her a secret or something. I'd be surprised if she wasn't in it. But, seriously, man, I wish her family the best. It's incredibly unfortunate. My prayer goes out to them. They did do a GoFundMe. I will put the link in the description below if it's still open. Please support it, because they could really use help. Jesus Christ, man. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hug your family, hug your kids, hug your loved ones, because you never know. She died at 18. 18, bro. What? 18. That girl had a future, man. My God. Anyway, take care of yourselves. Smash.